Let's have a look at this. The president making a statement on gun control from yesterday. Roll tape.
A lot of times, by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case that just took place in Florida. He had a lot of firearms. They saw everything. To go to court would have taken a long time. So you could do exactly what you're saying, but take the guns first, go through due process second.
You know, that was the key sentence there. Take the guns, the firearms first, then go through due process later. I can feel him seething from my, 2 feet away. Andrew Napolitano, the judge, is here.
I really had to. I had to listen to that twice to make sure I heard it properly.
You did.
Never mind, I don't like it. The Constitution doesn't like it. Right. The government is absolutely without authority to do that. And quite frankly, the president's wrong on the length of time it would take. There are emergent duty judges sitting for emergent applications. It takes just 2.5 hours from the time you file the application until the time it's heard, 24/7 in all major cities, and I'm sure that's the case in Florida. So I hope that the president changes his mind on this. I can't imagine the Congress going along with this. I mean, Hillary Clinton never said such a thing. Barack Obama, who hated the idea of personal ownership of guns, never said such a thing. Seize first, due process later. What is this, Alice in Wonderland?
But maybe it's typical President Trump, which is an opening salvo, which is fairly extreme. It's a negotiating position.
In
maybe
that respect,
so that you can get these quick judicial judgments.
So let me make the other argument, without betraying my fidelity to the Constitution. A good negotiator, and he knows this, always demands more than he expects to get.
Exactly.
So did he want to make a point that the White House has a new attitude about gun control? Boy, if he wanted to make that point, he made it in spades yesterday.
But he had to make it.
He does not have a majority in the Senate going along with this seize first and due process later.
You're still seething, okay. But
you thought of me the minute you heard him say
Of course I did. We booked you on that basis right immediately. But look, here's the president. He's sitting here, and he's brought left and right together in the White House. They're having the first civil discussion that I can remember. Not in Congress. You don't debate anything in Congress. You debate it right there.
These discussions are great.
They're
but
priceless.
Everybody in that room has done the same thing, taken an oath to uphold the Constitution, which means the Constitution, as the Supreme Court has interpreted it. And the last time the court looked at guns, which was just 4 years ago, it is a natural, personal, human right, and the government must go through great steps to prove that a person isn't entitled to that right.
Maybe you could speed up those things that you've got.
Well, as I said, there are emergent duty judges sitting all the time.
In which case, maybe there'll be more of them. Maybe the president has provoked to this, because you've got to take guns out of the hands of the mentally ill. You've got to do that.
If the FBI, when the bondsman, the bail bondsman in Mississippi said, look at what I saw on Facebook, had run that kid's name through a computer, would have found just seven human beings in the United States with that name. And then if they ran it through their NCIS computer, they would have said, oh, one of them's 19 and he just bought an AR-15. We better go visit him. Did they do that? No. Okay. They could have done that without tampering with anybody's Second Amendment rights, and this catastrophe wouldn't have happened.
Okay, we got you, Joe.